Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Friday, June 26, 2026. My goal for today is to start working on the main shrine of the Journey to Japan monument. However, I first like to try out an idea that came up in a discussion with my mom today. We were talking about the spire of the pagoda, and I realized that there might be an idea or a chance, hello bee, that I can use sandstone walls and still make it look a little bit more delicate. I think I will just do a quick test on the ground without climbing up to the top of the pagoda. So yeah, those are my plans for today. I quickly need to feed the cat. So let me grab a salmon. Are you excited? You look excited. Here you go. Have a salmon. The cat is happy. The cat starts to purr. I can step outside, take a look around. We are safe out here. This is good. Let me quickly say hello to my bees and my salmon before I head over to the construction site. The sun is kind of challenging these days. I'm always happy when the sun is shining, but as of right now, it is a little bit too much sunshine. It is super hot in my office, in my upper level of my apartment. I think currently it's around 36 to 37 degrees Celsius in here. That's not comfortable. That's not comfortable at all. In addition to that, it's also not possible anymore to really cool down any of my rooms during the night. There's an Enderman, of course, stealing a block of dirt. Fantastic. Last night, I think the lowest temperature was around 20 or 21 degrees Celsius, so there's not much cooling down of the rooms, which is a little bit sad. I do have some cobblestone wool I might be able to use as an experiment. So let's see. The idea is to where do I try this? I tried here. So currently it's like that. I do have the center column and the other pieces around it. Now the question is, how does it look when I do this? Okay, then it's looking like that. No, this doesn't look good. I was hoping that this makes things a little bit more delicate, a little bit more like, do I have fences? To have a comparison by, yeah, by okay, let's use the jungle fences, that's fine. By taking out the center column, the hope was that it looks a little bit more delicate, like with those wood fences. But here I feel like the connection is kind of important, as it gives it some more stability. Here it feels so loosely connected. There is, however, the idea what would happen if I do that. I mean, then it would be somewhat connected. And I mean, I could also do this in an alternating way, like having this here, this there. And then basically one here in the center. What happens when I do put you here? Yeah, that it would be like that I mean, that would be easy to implement. Then I just need to take out every other centerpiece. Maybe this could be cool. This could be an idea. So let's take this out. When take you here. And like this, then these two need to go that way. No, this looks, I mean, this would also give it a little bit more of space in between and make it less solid. But I feel like depending on the viewing angle, it looks strange. It looks really strange. So I feel like the alternating way could be cool. Let's try it out on the real building, the real pagoda. The first night shift was kinda chaotic. Less chaotic than I hoped for, and also somewhat of... it was okay, but also sad. The first thing, not annoying, but chaotic part was because quickly organize everything here. Yeah, that's good. Is that we have three ambulance trucks, and two of them are currently out of service. One has an engine failure. The other one is in service to get the ambulance part, the main room, the main segment repaired, fixed. Some elements are broken. Also, their room, I don't know if this is true or false. Might be that the air conditioning isn't working, which would be the worst under these conditions we are working right now. So yeah, we do have one backup ambulance standing around, but that one is not great. The late shift was still dispatched as we had to start our shift. So we first got the backup ambulance ready and waited for the other shift to return, to then hopefully take over there. The only good ambulance we have left, so to say. And I feel like this thing could be a little bit taller, but let's see. Let's take out the center column. Oh, well, in an alternating way. And yeah, as they came back, they basically came back with there's already an assignment. So it was a very quick handover of the ambulance. Then we did that transport. After the transport, my colleague said, well, I start to get a migraine. In other words, I need to call sick now. So instead of getting the ambulance ready to for the next emergency, It was more like, okay, well, let's first just throw everything into the ambulance, get my colleague to the station, take care of my colleague, make sure that he's, well, not completely doing well, but that we take care of him. Also wait for the replacement, and then get the ambulance ready while we wait. That's what we did. I took care of my colleague. I gave him an IV and basically did everything to try to reduce the effects of the migraine. After that, we were busy cleaning the ambulance, getting it ready again. As we were just finished with that, the replacement arrived, and shortly after we got dispatched again. So that was from the beginning of the shift until that point. There was not much time. And yeah, we got dispatched. We took care of that patient. We got the patient to hospital. Just after we were done with that, we got sent again out. So we rushed there. And by the time I really had some time and some relaxing minutes at the station, it was already 2:30 a.m. The break only lasted for like 20 minutes or so. Then we were sent out again to an emergency, one can say. It's a self-made emergency, more or less. If the staff in the retirement home would have acted earlier, like when the offices of that was too much, of the patient's doctor would have been still open, everything could have been handled in the retirement home. Man, the axe is too strong. But they didn't. And as a result of that, we had to get there. We got the patient to the hospital where they received quick treatment right away, and then could get brought back to the retirement home. And yeah, all of this took like over an hour, and that's not clever. Oh, you can go there. Took like over an hour, so until we were back at the station was like then 4 a.m. and then we had just a moment of break before being dispatched again. So we were basically constantly on the run. There was not much rest during the entire night, mostly also because of, well, the unfortunate event of my colleague falling sick. So yeah, that was a thing. The rest of the shift was basically okay, but still was a little bit sad, like colleague sick, and then things where it was like, okay, why couldn't the retirement home staff not someone act earlier? The last emergency was all right again. So all in all, it was a good shift, but at the same time it was also kind of busy, kind of chaotic. With my sick colleague, I would have spent also this night, tonight, and the night after. At least for tonight, my colleague unfortunately is still sick. So they are looking for replacements. So far, no replacement has been found. In the worst case situation, my real night shift emergency medical services ambulance shift will be downgraded to an ambulance transport shift. And I'm just mean, maybe it looks a little bit strange because it's not finished. But it definitely makes things a little bit more delicate, which I like. So maybe this is an improvement. If I don't like it, as I keep working on the shrine, I can still fill it in. Just means I need some more sandstone wools. Let's count how many I need. And yeah, I mean the last 3 months I was mainly assigned to ambulance transport, so I'm more than thick of it. And everyone I'm talking to agrees with that. And now, as I finally should have been out of ambulance transport, it seems like I'm getting back into it simply because there's no replacement to be found for tonight. But there are still a couple of hours left until the start of the shift, so maybe I'm lucky and someone volunteers and says, "Yep, I'm jumping in." It would be good. It would be very good. It would be nice when I'm not in the need to also do ambulance transport during the night. We'll see. We'll see what comes out of this. But yeah, that's the thing. I had a good night's sleep, so this was good. I woke up 2 times or so because it's so damn hot. It's way too hot. Okay, I need 2 and maybe 1 more on top. That's 3. 3 more wools. Because it's so hot, and as I said, I couldn't really that much reduce the temperature in my lower room during the night. It will continue like this until Sunday, so still some days to go. Speaking of the heat, they are doing last night's shift. In the beginning, as it was still super hot outside, I kept the engine running so that the air conditioning, of course, is running. Yes, it's absolutely bad to be inside of the ambulance when it's so hot and no air conditioning and it's not cooled down. So I kept the engine running. Then at some point I had to prepare the transport of the patient. Some person came by and was like, "Hey, shut off your engine. We're having global warming and so on." And I tried to reasonably argue with them that I totally agree. I don't like when engines are running uselessness without any use. But hey, we're dealing here with sick people, and then it's important that we try to make everything possible to help them. And they just kept arguing, and we're also like, where did I put the... Did I leave them at the construction site? I thought I had some more sandstone. They kept arguing and then even said, "I'm going to call the police." And I was just like, "Yeah, please do so. Please call the police, get them here. That's going to be interesting." And so I left them standing there, took care of our patient. As we lowered the patient to the ambulance, unfortunately no police was around. This would have been interesting. It would have been very interesting. And yeah, by all means, I'm totally on the side of, hey, guys, that's really, it's basically not a wake-up call anymore. It's basically the sign of it might be too late already with those strong weather phenomena. But blaming the emergency medical services is probably not the right person to address. Yeah, so you have fun during the nights. You have very much fun during the nights. Yes, here my sandstone. All right. And yeah, that's it. No, it's still hot. It's the heat. There are also some severe weather warnings because of the heat, resulting in big festivals being cancelled, being stopped early, other events being cancelled. I find it's a good thing to do because I mean that's a severe health risk for everyone involved. Doing stuff at this heat, and I feel like it's another level of how severe the situation is and how severe the heat wave is we're experiencing right now in Europe. And I mean, at the same time, it's also like, okay, with that severe heat wave, let's see how it ends. I mean, when thunderstorm and so on is coming up, this can be kind of strong thunderstorm with so much energy being in the air. We'll see. We'll see what comes out of this. There. Where's my horse? Here's my horse. Had a related thought to that. But, slipped my mind because I guess it's way too hot in here. Yeah, I don't know. With oh yes, it's maybe not. Well, there's one thing which is also crazy. There's some news. Like at some point of the German autobahn, the heat was so strong that the surface of the road itself cracked and caused some accident. Maybe, I don't know. Haven't looked it up completely, but there are at least some news about heat so strong that even the roads are breaking down, which is insane. And not only the roads are breaking down, but I mean everyone is suffering from this. There had been also, I'm not quite sure if this is related to the heat or if this is just a coincidence, but my loved German train service, they recently had, I don't know, they wanted to fix something, but as a result of their attempt to fix, upgrade, do something, the entire German train service broke down. Everyone got stuck, which I feel like is like, okay, well done. You're doing a great job in German train service. Oh man. Okay. Like that. Let's return to the tower, and while doing this, take a look at the spire, how it looks like. If I now find it look better. Didn't start with the main shrine, but oh, hi creeper. We're not having an explosion again, please. No thanks. Or horse, come on. Don't slack behind. Okay, that creeper's getting too close. We're not having a second explosion, please. Alright. Let's leave. Let's leave for good before bad things continue to happen. Yet the entire for whole Germany, no train, nothing was moving anymore. So yeah, they are doing a marvelous job, and I love the train. I feel train is really a great thing for public transport, for getting from A to B. But they're so incompetent, and this makes me so sad because I don't want to drive car or so. Especially I don't want to drive car when now the roads are even breaking. Good job, global warming. Yeah, so much heat stuff, craziness. Surprisingly, the episode is already at an end. I really hope that I find a colleague for me is found for tonight. I really, please don't let me do patient transport again. Please don't let me do ambulance transport again. I'm sick of it. I'm done. I was so happy that it's finally over, that I can do emergency medical services again, but then I'm just stuck with it. This is so frustrating. But yeah, I will let you know next time what came out of this. I hope you enjoyed this Heatwave episode. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, my name is Sebbi. See you!